In this video, I will look at heat transfer by conduction. Conduction is one of the ways in which heat is transferred from one place to another place. There are two other ways, and namely they are convection and thermal radiation. But these two, I look at them in two separate videos. In this video, I just want to look at conduction as a way. It's just one of the ways in which heat is transferred, and I'm going to answer three questions on this. The first question is, what materials make the best conductors, and what materials make the best insulators? The other question is, why are metals good conductors? And last question is, why are non-metals poor conductors of heat? Why are they poor conductors of heat? Now, the first question is quite easy to answer. What materials make the best conductors, and what materials make the best insulators? The best conductors are made by metals, and the best insulators are made by non-metals. And the next two questions are really going to give a reason why it is the case that metals are good conductors of heat when non-metals are very poor conductors or good insulators of heat. So why are metals good conductors of heat? And the reason why they're good conductors of heat is that metals have free electrons. The reason we say they are free is because they're able to shift or to move between different atoms or between different nuclei. They are not as tightly bound to the nucleus, so they are able to move away. And so when heat is applied at one end of a metal, these electrons gain in kinetic energy because they start moving faster. So as they gain in kinetic energy, they are able to bump into or to collide, and these collisions are increasing. And these collisions, they are causing these electrons to move from or to pass on their kinetic energy to the neighboring electrons, which also collide with other electrons and with the nuclei of the atoms of that metal. And so in this way, heat is able to transfer from one end, or from the hot end to the cold end. In non-metals, however, which is the last question I'm going to answer, in non-metals, however, there are no free electrons as in the metals. And so because there are no free electrons, and the reason there are no free electrons is that the electrons in a non-metal are tightly bound or attracted by the positive nucleus of that material. So they are unable to vibrate due to the energy provided to them by the heat provided by an external agent. And so because they are not able to vibrate and to pass on kinetic energy, therefore they are not able to pass on the heat energy. So this is the reason why non-metals are poor conductors of heat. So we've looked at three questions. The first question was, what materials make the best conductors and insulators? And the answer is, the best conductors are made by metals, and the best insulators are made by non-metals. But why are metals good conductors? Because they contain free electrons which are able to pass on that heat energy due to the vibrations and due to the fact that they are able to move. And why are non-metals poor conductors? Because non-metals have no free electrons. So because they have no free electrons, they're not able to pass on their heat energy from one point to another point. If you've got any questions you'd like to ask about this or any other physics question, you can put the questions in the comments below. And also you can subscribe to the channel, as there will be other videos that you may be interested in watching.